What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. Yeah, that's right. I will break into your house and steal all the fruit downstairs and leave a note saying, "Sorry, Mom, just don't think you're cool enough to eat fruit," and sign your name. That's right, I'm gonna get you grounded for fruit theft if you don't press the like button. I don't know what fruit theft is, but it's a crime now. Real talk, guys, I told you guys a little bit last week about how this emo girl low-key ruined this one dude's life, and I promised you guys a part 2 because what she did after they broke up was low-key the craziest part of all. You know, she would chase him around, try to get him back pretty regularly, but my friend was pretty consistently saying no. For those of you who haven't seen part 1, it's literally the last video on my channel. Go watch it, otherwise you're gonna be really confused. Anyways, after a bunch of unsuccessful passes this girl made at trying to get her ex back, including spam calling him, you know, going psychotic, low-key, nothing seemed to be working. So she did the only thing that she sought necessary. I guess after spam calling him, all that stuff for a week wasn't enough. And, even though we were in high school, her and this dude were low-key active in certain activities that can produce offspring, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And I think everybody's heard at least one horror story from their friend where the girl will like fake a pregnancy test and be like, "Oh my god, it's yours, you have to stay with me." And usually that only prolongs the relationship by like another week, because most people realize that, you know, this girl is faking a pregnancy to try to get him to stay and there's no actual baby. And I guess this girl had thought that through. The good old fake pregnancy test wasn't gonna be enough. No siree, no ma'am. Instead, what this girl decides to do to try to get my friend back in a relationship with her is she goes and does something with somebody else and purposely tries to get pregnant. Yeah, you heard me correctly. This girl went, my boyfriend my boyfriend just broke up with me. Better go get pregnant with somebody else's kid to try to make him stay. Yes, that's right. I'm not kidding when I said that this girl is low-key the most psychotic ex of all time. And at the time this is all going down, though, we don't know this. So miraculously, this girl somehow manages to get pregnant with another dude and doesn't tell anyone about the other dude. She doesn't even tell the other dude about the fact that, you know, she purposely tried to have a baby. So she gets pregnant and finds out, gets a real pregnancy test, comes to my friend like 2 months after they've broken up. At this point, you know, he already has a new girlfriend, his life's getting together, he's happy again, he's playing sports, and she drops the bomb on him and goes, "Look, I'm 2 months pregnant, and you know what was going on 2 months ago, so I think you might want to rethink this whole breakup thing." And he's like, oh my god, his life is destroyed. You know, he comes from this like super conservative family. They're pissed. You know, he's realizing that he's gonna have to quit his sport to become a dad. The girl he's dating, could you imagine you're dating someone and come to find out they're pregnant, like, or not pregnant, because guys can't get pregnant. You get what I'm saying, all right? Like, if I was dating a girl and I found out she was pregnant with another dude's baby, like, that low-key puts a damper on things a little bit, all right? Things get a little complicated, especially when you're in high school. And this guy's life is in ruins, man. I talked to him once, like, after he thought he's gonna be a dad, and, you know, he's trying to fake a smile and be like, no, we'll figure it out, but he kind of realized at this point the girl's psychotic. And out of all the girls you could have a kid with in high school, the psychotic girl is not the best bet. Like, if you're gonna take your pick, just overall, don't have a kid in high school. I feel like that doesn't need to be explained to most of you, but just in case you got questionable moral guides, don't have a kid in high school. It usually doesn't end well. I mean, if you can send it, don't send it. Just don't do it. Let's avoid babies in high school for the most part. But if you're gonna have a girl pregnant with your kid in high school, the least girl that you want to pick is the psychotic one. The one that's like willing to key her name into the side of your car because you gave the tip to the IHOP waitress and she thought it was flirting. Like, that type of crazy is the crazy you want to avoid having kids with, you know? You want to avoid having kids with any type of woman that is willing to just destroy your car in a fit of rage. And he's trying to act happy, you know, how excited he is to be a dad, but I can just tell he's capping. My mom is friends with his mom, and like low-key is also getting the scoop, and his mom is like crying to the other moms about how her son's life is ruined and how she's failed as a mother. Like, it's really not good. This man is struggling. But for 9 months, this guy is a great boyfriend. You know, he's taking her out to get manicures and pedicures every week, and he's taking care of this girl that he thinks is carrying his baby, and he's being sweet. He's doing all the boyfriend stuff. He took her to all the school dances. Like, this is a dope dude in the grand scheme of things, all right? Even though he knows this girl's crazy, he's like, well, it's the mother of my child, so I guess I'll be the bigger man and just take care of her, at least until my kid comes out. Then, you know, we can deal with the whole psychotic mother thing. But, you know, for now, I'm just gonna be nice to the girl who's pregnant with my kid. And he's a super nice boyfriend. We didn't really talk a lot about it because obviously it wasn't something that he wanted to talk about a ton at the time. For 9 months, this dude, you know, is really putting his differences behind him and taking care of this girl. And the day comes where inevitably, you know, the baby has to come out of the mom. That's a weird way to say give birth, but whatever. We're all vibing here. We're enjoying the story time. So this dude brings his whole family to the hospital. Her whole family's there, you know, they're really trying to come around. They're like, well, look, if we're gonna meet our grandkid, then let's meet it. And like I've said, this dude is a extremely white dude, all right? Like, you know, his family low-key probably could star in ads for, like, you know, political campaigns where it's like, your people across America. And it's just like this kid, you know, smiling with a Letterman jacket on, like, super American guy. And she's a super white girl, and the baby comes out Hispanic. This girl was so stupid that she got pregnant with another dude's baby and didn't even pick the right race, bro. If you're gonna ruin your life, all right? If you're purposely gonna get pregnant in high school to try to keep your high school boyfriend in love with you, you're already pretty dumb. But if you're not even gonna try to get the race of the dude who gets you pregnant correct, it's pretty obvious what's going on, you know? Like, no one's gonna be that stupid. So she immediately starts trying to explain that he probably has like some Cuban in him, and he's like, nah, we're getting a DNA test. And she starts crying, and she's like, fine, it's not your kid, but like, haven't you come to be in love with me over these last few months? Keep in mind, this baby just got delivered. This poor baby's first words that it's like hearing a couple hours after being born, all right? He was nice. He didn't start yelling at her right after she gave birth, but, you know, he definitely told her a little bit later. So like a couple hours this baby is being born, his mom is getting dumped because she low-key got pregnant to try to keep her boyfriend with her, and just is not the sharpest tool in the shed and didn't do the math. Like, how did you not realize that you got pregnant with Manny's baby and you're dating, you know, Richard, all right? Like, it's just, the math does not add up. I really don't understand what this girl was thinking at all. Low-key, my friend is a little bit hyped, you know, after patiently leaving the hospital, his mom was crying happy tears, and like, Loki was super hyped. He's super hyped that he doesn't have to be a dad anymore, because that puts a little bit of a damper on your senior years changing diapers, I ain't gonna lie. And, you know, Loki kind of actually got to have a good experience because all this happened before we were seniors in high school, so he still had a year to pull it together, you know. Like, Loki ended up working out. He dated a crazy chick. Sure, she got pregnant with another dude's kid to try to keep him around, but at the end of the day, he escaped, and he got a great story out of it. Also, I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking right now, what else happened, all right? It can't just end there. Now there's a baby just floating around that low-key was being used to keep a relationship going, and now that's not around. So what ends up happening to this kid? So my friend escapes a life of being tied down by somebody that psychotic, thankfully, you know. He goes on, he does his thing, goes to college, has a new girlfriend now, very swag-tastic, 10 out of 10. Good job. But the girl, you know, is a little bit more of a train wreck. So after this next year of her raising this kid, also, could you imagine being the kid's actual dad? Like, for 9 months, you haven't heard from this girl at all since one night at a party. She hits you up and goes, oh, by the way, I was pretending that you were my other boyfriend's kid, but he low-key found out about it because I'm a moron. And, you're a dad. Congrats. We'll come by and meet daddy on Monday. Like, that low-key has gotta suck. But, you know, she tried to make it work with the dad of the kid. Didn't end up working out, but, you know, he ended up loving the kid a lot. And the mom ended up running off, and I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure is in South Africa performing with a circus now. So yeah, definitely a little bit mentally unstable. But from what I've heard from my friend who, you know, she tried to convince was a dad, the kid is actually living with his dad, loves him a lot. His grandma and grandpa take care of him, and it ended up working out for the kid. He's not being raised with his mom, which I mean is a good thing, because I feel like we can all agree if your mom is that stupid to come up with this plan and not execute it, then you probably shouldn't be raised by her. Like, that's just low-key a serial killer waiting to happen. So, that in 2 parts is the crazy ex-girlfriend of all time. Like I said, I probably could have done one massive video, but I had some stuff I want to throw in, you know? Moral of the story is if you're gonna date someone, you really can't predict if they're crazy, so there's nothing you can do to prevent it. But, always get a DNA test done on your kids, I guess, would be the best moral you could take away from this story. I'm not really sure if that's a good one. Like, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be vibing with that, you know? If the comment section's gonna be filled with people being like, I'll always get a DNA test thanks to Scrubby. But, yeah, on that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did and you really like my videos, feel free to join the Discord server, still new. Link should be down below, and you should join. And today's notification shout-out goes to eScrubbo. Big thank you for having on notifications. If you don't notification shout-out, just turn them on, send a screenshot to my Instagram @Scrubby, and I shout somebody out every day. But yeah, I'm gonna go play some more League of Legends now. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. Check out the merch at teespring.com. Link also in the description. And hopefully, I will see you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.